So I'm not exactly sure who needs to hear this morning. I'm not even sure if you guys can even hear me because I'm driving in the car. However, I feel like God put a word on my heart to share with you guys, and I don't know if it's directly for you or if it's for somebody that you know. So if it's for somebody that you feel like you know, make sure you please share them or tag or however this works in it. But just be really, really careful of the words that you use because your words have so much power. And not only your words, but the words of others also have power. So you have to be very careful of your own language by saying things like, I can't, it's too much, it's too hard, I don't know how, those kind of words negatively have so much power. And while you may think that they're words, they really can hold you back a lot. Like, I had an interesting conversation in the car with my middle child this morning, who is she'll be 13 years old next month, but talking about math. All of my kids so far have struggled, I'll say, with math, and they get it from their mother. And it's probably because of some of the self-destructive language that I've used with math. I was somebody that was really good in math. I was in like honors programs and like really, really high level math from elementary school all the way up through high school. High school, I had one teacher, will not mention his name, but his thinking and his philosophy was so far out there that it just really like screwed me up. And I began to make the simplest of math the most complex and difficult. And I taught myself out of the fact that I was good at it and that I was able to understand. And as you hear, the language that I just used, I talked myself out of believing that I could even do simple math, or that was the limit. The only thing that I could do was to do simple math. And so that language continued on probably until now. I was talking to someone through the DM, whatever. He's a math tutor, teacher as well. And so he was talking about some of the things that he's seen with his students and, just not believing that they're capable of doing it. And I was like, wow, some of my language has probably trickled over to my kids and their ability to perform in math and probably other subjects in life as well. Like, I can't do it. I'm just not good in this thing. So I'm trying to make better decisions about the language that I'm using over myself and over my kids, because it's kind of like I've given them a pass. Well, they get it from their mother, they get it from me, whatever, it's not my strong suit either. But it's like, you are capable. You may need help. You may need to slow down. You may need to take different steps, but you can still do it. Stop saying that you can't do something. You can, or at least there's somebody out there that can help you be able to do it. The other thing is be careful of the words that other people speak over you. Prime example, I started back to school when I was 34 years old. I went back to school undergrad to get my degree. And I did really, really well, was a straight A student going in. That first year was also a straight A 4.0 student. Doing really, really well. Divorced, 5 kids I was raising at home. Started a nonprofit organization, was just like killing everything, right? One teacher that could not figure out or understand how I was able to do all these things spoke over me. And she said, Miss Bobo, it is impossible for you to do all that you are doing. You cannot successfully raise your kids and have a family and go to school and have a business. It's just, you can't do it. It's not possible. And that was like, let's see, I'm 35 now. No, sorry, not 35. I just turned 38. So yeah, I'm 38 years old now. And those words really still, as you can see, resonate with me. And all these years later, I still have not finished my degree, because every time it gets too difficult or too hard, I can hear echoing in the back of my head. Well, you can't do it. It's impossible. And so I talk myself out of it. Like, I'm tired. I can't do it. This is too much. The kids are in the hospital. They acted crazy. This assignment, I'm just, work wise, everybody's texting me and calling me and emailing me. It's too much. I can't do it. So I'm just going to give up. And here I am these years later, because I was a sophomore, I think, because I was a transfer student, I guess, sophomore, junior, something like that. I can't even remember right now. But anyway, I could have been done basically. The people that I came in with, my line sisters, are all done, and I'm still here because I let those words have power over me. But the train stops here, the buck stops here. No longer am I going to allow myself or anyone else to use defeating language over me. So, yeah, one thing about deltas is deltas don't quit. I'm a Capricorn, so I don't quit. I got 5 pairs of eyes looking at me, so I'm not quitting. I mentor and minister and all that kind of stuff to women. So, yeah, quitting is not an option for me, and it's not an option for you too. I hope that this inspires someone to think about the language that you're using over yourself and in your life today. And that's all. Have a blessed one.